slogan, vision over. You
Hey ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's Ogolo, I'm Phamotse, aka Miss Focal. Reporting back for entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, you're most definitely welcome. Please do subscribe. And of course, the bell. I absolutely love you. And do not forget to follow me on Instagram. It's at Owamie, okay? Now, my ninjas, I know that for those that paid for shout outs, I did say that the shout outs will come out today. I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to do them tomorrow. And then I'm going to just take a break, you guys, from shout outs. Because I've been failing to basically just manage and handle them. It is a lot of work, a lot more work than you guys think. So I'm gonna sit and restructure and see how I can do it. That's not going to be strenuous on me because legit is like a job on its own, you know. So I am really sorry, ninjas. I'm gonna do your shout outs tomorrow. So tomorrow there'll be a lot of shout outs and then I'll be done. I'll be finishing with the shout outs that I have and I have not done yet. So anyway, we're gonna be talking about Jakey Pamozi. Hey girl, how are you doing? And Apostle Makhado, who, if you do not know who Apostle Makhado is, he's basically I mean, girl, let me have some wine before I explain this one. So he was the man of God, and then he became the man of Muti, and then now he's back to being the man of God. So, I mean, it can be a bit confusing, I guess, for some people. But that's basically what's happening. Okay, so I'd say that he's also the author that wrote Church Mafia, which I ain't even going to lie, you guys, that name is dope. Okay, and if you did not watch the live that he actually had with Jakey Pamozi last night, then I would highly suggest that you watch the previous video that I uploaded before this one. And obviously you guys are going to hear everything that he was saying. I'm gonna just talk about some keynotes that I obviously had. The live was quite long, so I'm sure there's a lot of things that I'll miss. Again, you can go ahead and watch that video. Now, basically, you guys, he's talking about church cults and the things that actually happened in churches that people just do not know. Now, after Jakey went live with him, I also went live, and then I was just basically goofing around with ninjas, and we were laughing because like you got to laugh after you just learned that you might have been drinking dead people's water. You don't got no choice. You understand what I'm saying? So, we did go live on Instagram. If you don't follow me, it's at Owamie. I mean, I don't know. I keep on saying follow me. So, if you guys are gonna miss some of those lives, then tough luck. But basically, you guys, like, there's just a lot of things there that he was talking. So basically, the thing that I'd say, this is what I got, and I'm not saying that this is exactly how it is. I'd say this is what I'm looking at, is the fact that the way he's talking, it's like these pastors, they go to sangomas to get muti for their churches to basically go well. My head is itchy, so I'm gonna be scratching. And so it's like it legit is not different from somebody going to a sangoma wanting them to help them with something. The difference is that you're basically going to a sangoma to say, help me so that I can make it seem like God is working. Like, that's just one of the most confusing chende I've ever come across. Now, there are a lot of key stuff that he actually says that whenever you sit down and look at it, you will realize that a lot of churches are operating like this. And that's one of the most scariest part, you guys. Now, I have seen him, his interview on another channel. I just forgot the name of that channel, you guys. Like, it's one of those names that it's difficult to pronounce. And he was saying a lot. Now, I do have to commend Jakey. I love the fact that she was asking questions. Like, she was not just there busy brushing him off and stuff like that. Like, I felt that she was holding an interview down. So girl, you did so well. Honestly, like, it's an interview that they're still going to continue, by the way. I think that they're going to finish today or tomorrow, I don't know when, but she is obviously going to give us like an alert in terms of what time maybe they can do the live. Now, whatever time that is, I'm going to be there. Okay, I need to find out and know what the change is basically going on down here. Now, the way that he's talking, he basically is saying that he did not, when he started, being in ministry, and that he did go to school for 3 years to be basically a pastor or a preacher. He was saying that, his intentions were pure. His intentions were, he wanted to be a man of God. He loved God. He wanted the calling. However, when he now met about flamboyant pastors, you know them, he also started like wanting those stuff. And when he went to them to basically ask, hey, can I get what you guys are doing, please pray for me so that things will go as well for me. They basically just, they pushed witchcraft on him, Shibuboke, and so he did that. Now he did say that, you guys, like, he went to different places. I do remember in the other interview that I saw, he was even talking about how, he once went, if I'm not too mistaken, he said to Zimbabwe, slept on a grave, and a lot of scary stuff, you guys. So there he was, the way that he was explaining, you guys, like, he spoke things like, when he's talking, you would see that, okay, these people, yes, are smart, but they're not that smart. They're not as smart as you would think. The only thing is that at the moment, you as a person, you're domed. So you ain't seeing Shende Shibubu, okay? Because he was talking to say that, sometimes they'd go to people's houses and then they would dig out stuff and they'd be like, this is what has been, I guess bambezeling this family. It's something that they brought. So maybe let's say they bring bones, and then they undig them, and then they're like, this is the bones that we got them there. Then when you're like, he works, he got the bones, and people don't understand how powerful one's faith is. So if you're now sitting and you're like, oh, they removed the things that were making things not go well here, I'm telling you, you'd even start hustling, you'd even start doing whatever, and whatever money you get, in your mind, you're thinking that I wouldn't have gotten it if that man of God didn't come here and pray and remove those stuff. Can't they know, sweetie? It is your faith and obviously your hard work that's actually at work, okay? He also did talk about how, with some churches, they actually also would, like, use dead people's water. So they would wash a dead person, and then that water, they're going to take it, girl, and it's going to go into that church. Now, when I was thinking of it all, I was like, girl, now we have been using anointing waters, anointing oils, like, if we've been spraying ourselves with the dead people water, like, who knows? You understand what I'm saying? Like, those kind of stuff are just so scary. He also did say that, when it came to his own oil, he would just buy a normal oil, you guys, and then he would mix it with the one that he would get from the shrine. And so when you're out there basically saying that, you're using this oil, it was prayed for, somehow it carries divine powers. No, Shibubu, it actually carries powers from hell. There was also the aspect of, whenever you are, like, signing up for this stuff and everything, they do give you, like, they do give you years, and there are certain different ways that they basically determine how many years you're going to actually stay. Now, I do know of this other guy that was basically talking about how they said they would take corn and throw it down, and then they'd have a chicken, and then that chicken would actually eat there. So if it eats 6, girl, you got 6 years. If it eats 1, bad luck, shibubu. If it doesn't eat, I don't know, I guess you drop dead immediately, like I don't know. Now, when I went live with the ninjas were basically also talking about that they're allegedly saying that once you finish, like, once the chicken finishes, they have to kill it and you have to eat the chicken, but you should not eat the bones, and then they're gonna bury the bones of the chicken, and then when you die, allegedly you have to go and get buried to where the bones were. So I'm just like, all that stress, girl, just for money, that's too much, you guys. Honestly, that's too much. And so, he was also talking about, like, basically everything that he was saying, you guys, it will all just derive back to money. So, they would make sure that, like, it's like these people, they're happy when you're sick, and then you see something, and then, it means that if they say maybe you were using a $500 oil, and then now that, like, you see this miracle that happened, you need to upgrade your oil, your witches are now strong, so the one that you need to buy is 10K, then at this moment he's just like, he works, I've seen his job, he's good at what he does, blah blah blah, so I'm gonna obviously pay. And he obviously makes money. There's a lot of things that he was basically, like just showing off. My opinion when it comes to this whole shende, you guys, honestly, I don't trust churches anymore. Especially at this particular moment, I don't go to any church. Like legit, whenever it's Sunday, I sit out here, I'll read my Bible, and then I record my videos so that you guys will get videos on Monday. Boo, that's it, okay? Just because I feel like sometimes it's almost like a waste of time. Now I know that you guys have told me it's not every church, it's the ones that they do the prophesying crap. So I just feel like I'm still healing. I need to fully heal before I can even look for any other church, you guys, because I just feel like I'll be like there with a fine comb, like combing every single thing, honey. I've been through a lot, as you guys would know from my story times. So I mean, I do commend him for speaking out and basically opening people's eyes. The part that I would love to hear mostly is that, like, how did he get out? And when he got out, were there any consequences? Because I mean, I'm sure that everybody wants to get out, especially once they've gotten like the money. Because unfortunately, one thing that most people don't know or understand is the fact that money is only important when you don't have it. When you have money, money is not even the most important thing. And it's very weird, because if you go from a point of not having money, of having money, to not having money, then money becomes something that is very important. But when you have it, money is not that important. So someone that is a multi-billionaire does not look at money the same way that we look at money. To them, like, it's just like it's there. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm sure that there are a lot of people that would feel like, I'd rather let all this go than only live 2 years and die. So I would love to know, like, how did he, get out, and did he escape the wrath of whatever it is that was working there? And again, he's so public, he does interviews, and he has written a book where he's talking about all these things, like, were there any consequences when it comes to that? I feel like that's the thing that I would like to just know. But anyway, I want you guys to go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation. Did you watch the live? If not, make sure that you watch the previous video. It's honestly like legit really scary, you guys, but you just have to be strong. I love you, ninjas. Do not forget to thumbs up this video and obviously share, and I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye.